Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the top teams to run for Illucia the Unveiler. I have quite a lot of teams saved. We're going to lead it off by talking about if you're at a free-to-play resonating level and you're trying to clear epic difficulty today. I'm going to show you the team which worked out the best for Raguto. It was with Reinier. However, if you have Reinier built, then this is going to be one of the best options for you, and it's going to be with the harmonic spell. Reinier off to the side of Sinbad and Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Mikola, and Kruger up in the front. Raguto got the clear with this team at a free-to-play resonating level. I'll show it to you guys and how this team is going to work. And if you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus, then I will show you a replacement. It will still be best for you to be running Sinbad if you have him even up to like Mythic Plus. You should try to run him. It will probably be the best for you. However, another good replacement for Sinbad is Florabelle. If you guys remember, the previous time Illucia came around, we showed you some Florabelle teams because Florabelle does pretty well in this boss. Her minions will continue to attack even after Florabelle herself is turned into the cat. Okay, but this is going to be the team that will allow you to clear epic difficulty the easiest, but I will show you guys the alternatives right now, and then we will go ahead and show some other attacks. So an alternative with no Sinbad can be this team, and it's going to be Reinier off to the side of Florabelle and Kruger up in the corner, Sonya buffing up Florabelle and Mikola with the harmonic spell. This is even possible for you to clear hell mode with this team if you have a pay to win resonating level. However, you're much better, have a better chance if you're running the Sinbad team we showed earlier. But this team is not a bad option either. And then we have a no Reinier team. This is going to be using Sinbad as a damage dealer with Kruger up in the front with the harmonic spell. If you don't have Sinbad here as well, you can replace Sinbad for Florabelle. Both of them are basically the damage dealers you can choose between. I think what I'm going to show you guys right now is I'm going to show you the no Sinbad team. We'll try using it to clear hell mode. I think at our resonating level it should be possible, but let's take a look. But definitely Sinbad would give you the better chance of getting the clear here today. And if you're at a free-to-play resonating level, look at this. If even at my level, the boss is dealing a lot of damage. So survival is going to be a major issue. So Raguto did a lot of testing on hell mode because he was at a lower level. And he came up with, or he basically put together a team which was doing the best for him on hell mode if you're at a lower level. So I will show that team to you guys because this is a team that will only work really if you're at a high resonating level, basically a pay-to-win level of that. But then it should even be able to get the... I wonder, it might not be able to get the hell clear. Some people said they've tried Florabelle, like Reinier in front of Florabelle, and they get a little bit of higher damage, but it is lower, it is more RNG to that run. Like this one has more consistent runs, and look at that, we're getting really close, but not quite able to get the 100%. Yeah, I think we don't have epic charms onto Florabelle, but this account has massive upgrades. It wasn't able to get the clear on hell difficulty, so this is not really a team I would recommend to clear hell, but it can be a good team to get your maximum score if you don't have any better options basically. Okay, now we have the free-to-play hell team. This did the best for Raguto. It's going to be with the snowman artifact, Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Mikola, Kruger in front of Sonya, and if we take a look, it's going to be the main Phraesto in front of Mikola and Illusion in front of Sinbad. This one with the snowman artifact and the Phraestos, it allowed him to survive for the longest and then therefore get off the highest score. So this is a team you should try if you have a free-to-play resonating level and you have made it to hell mode today. Now I'm going to show you guys, so that same team formation actually is doing really well with the bladesummon spell as well on endless difficulty, and probably it would be enough to even clear the Illucia on hell mode. So I will give that team a try. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and show that team. Yeah, we'll show this team. Now, Blade Summon is doing the best today. However, Surging is another good option. I'm going to do it with the Surging to show you. This should be enough to clear it. It's going to be the main Phraesto in front of Mikola and Illusion in front of the Sinbad. And the thing about this team is you have Kruger for the physical defense debuff, you have Sinbad and Sonya both dealing a lot of damage, and you have the Phraesto to basically take being turned into a cat, which is pretty valuable. Mikola is going to be casting her Courage Sphere and providing the haste buff for your allies. And yeah, so I think this is going to be a good clear. Also, it does look like a really safe team and is working with the Surging spell. Blade Summon spell is probably the best option. However, you can definitely replace for Surging and you should be fine. So in order to get the clear on Hell difficulty today, this is one team you can try, or the other one is the Reinier team we showed at the beginning with Sinbad. I think the Reinier Sinbad team probably would be the best option to clear it, but this one can also clear it, as you guys can see, but it is going to need higher level, higher upgrades on your heroes in order to clear it with this team, because we had like 11 or 9 seconds left, and we have high upgrades on this account, of course. So, yeah. And Blade Summon would probably give you a better chance compared to Surging. So if you have that unlocked, you should be using the Blade Summon spell today. Okay, now guys, we're going to show you the Endless team. So this one team comes from EBZ. This is a No Reinier team using Harak. So this can probably work for some people who do not have Reinier built up. And it is going to be Illusion Phraesto in front of Kruger, main Phraesto in front of Mikola, Sonya buff got Mikola, and Harak in the back with the Blade Summon spell. But don't worry, if you do not have the Blade Summon spell, you can replace it for Surging, like we said. Is probably going to be the next best option. But for these teams, Endless teams, I am going to be running the Blade Summon spell, because we're assuming that you are you would be a spender if you're attacking an Endless today. Otherwise, it would just not be possible to make it past Hell mode, most likely. So this is a solid team. It doesn't use the Reinier, so of course it is not going to be the best option for Harak users, because Harak does really well with Reinier to further increase his damage output in this boss. This is the problem. When Harak is the last man standing, he is like pretty much permanently in the cap form and not able to get off much damage. But either way, 34.7 billion damage, not a bad score, but it is nowhere near the top team for Endless today, and there's a lot of RNG with Illucia. This is an RNG heavy boss, so you're gonna need to save attacks for your overall top team, and then you're gonna need to run it a lot of times. Okay, so now the other team I want to show you is this team from the Moon, which is exactly the team which Ragutra was using on Hell mode with Snowman artifact, but on Endless it will be the best with the Blade Summon artifact. And yeah, so it's gonna be main Phraesto in front of Mikola, Illusion in front of Sinbad, and this one is doing really well as well, considering the fact that it's overall pretty free-to-play friendly, is only using Phraesto and then other main faction heroes. It's only one Celestial Hypogeum basically, and people have hit around close to 33 billion damage with this team, and I'm expecting we will be able to do around about the same. So Sinbad is doing well in Illucia today. However, Harak, the overall best Harak team, which people are running, is doing a little bit better than the overall best Sinbad team, but they're very, very close. And honestly, it would just depend on your level of upgrades, which one does better, and also your RNG. This is such an RNG heavy boss, so I'm not looking forward to doing the runs and trying to get the maximum score. So with Sinbad dying, we still got 32.8 billion damage. If you did more runs, you could probably get a better score with better RNG and having the Sinbad survive right up until the end, but it wasn't too bad either. Okay, now we have this one, which is going to be the... So actually, before we do that, I want to show you guys this one. This is a really interesting team because it's only using the twins. It's going to be Elijah, which is blue hair in the front, and Lila, pink hair in the back. A link to Sinbad and Sonya. Kruger up in the front, Mikola to the side with the Blade Summon spell. This is a really impressive team. It's performing very well considering the fact that it doesn't have Reinier and all it has is basically the twins. However, if you're attacking Endless today, I mean, you could probably survive with Mythic plus twins and then you could give this team a shot. However, this boss does deal a lot of damage, and so it seems like a boss where you would need the higher ascension on the twins. Like, even the twins died right there, even at Supreme Plus and pretty high upgrades. But yeah, the boss just ends up dealing a lot of damage after you burst her a bit, and this ended up going really well. Wow. But it's crazy, like 28 seconds left, and we've already beaten our record. Like, the ramp up of this team is pretty crazy. 35.5 billion damage with better RNG. It could be even better, but this is a solid team, and a team not involving Reinier, which is really good to know and will be useful for people out there. Okay, now we're going to show you guys the no Harak best team. This is going to be similar. It's going to be Elijah blue hair in the front like the other one, Lila pink hair in the back, Sinbad and Sonya on the Stellar Bond, and Mikola in front of Sonya, and Reinier in front of the twin and to the side of Sinbad with the Blade Summon spell, but you can run Star Shard as well. Now, this is going to be your best option if you do not have Harak built. If you have all of these heroes and no Harak built, and you've made it to Endless, and you're at a pay-to-win resonating level, then this is the team that will get you the highest score. People have hit over 38 billion damage with the Twins and Reinier team, and so you can get a very competitive score with this comp. But it will take RNG. There's a lot of RNG involved in this boss in general, because of mainly the survival of your heroes. You're going to need everyone to survive up until the end, other than maybe Reinier. Reinier can die prematurely. That won't really change much. Oh wow, we got really lucky. Reinier didn't even go down. Yeah, we're going to end up with a good score off of this. Yeah, this is looking really good. Wow, I did not expect it to be that good. On our first attempt, 38.4 billion damage is insane. This is a very good score, and one of the best scores you can hope for if you're not running the Harak. This is really impressive. So this is the team I would recommend to anyone who does not have Harak. This is the overall top team. 38.3 billion is a crazy score. But you guys can see the overall top team today is 39.3 billion on my server. And overall top score I've seen is around 39.5 billion. And that is with Harak. So now we have to show you guys the overall best Harak team. And look how many heroes are on the board. You have 2 copies of Phraesto, 2 copies of the Twins. Already 7 heroes now on a single formation. Main Phraesto in front of Harak, Illusion in front of main Phraesto, and you're going to have the this team, the Elijah is going to be in the front. Yeah, blue hair Elijah in the front, Lila pink hair in the back. Stellar bonded to the Harak, Sonya buffing up Harak, and Mikola with the blade summon spell. Now guys, we're going to do the remainder of our attempts on this team until we get the perfect RNG and we get the maximum score, because this is the team which is capping people out today in terms of score. And we got a really good run of the Twins team. Honestly, watching that run, I think it's going to be very unlikely that using that same team we're going to be able to beat that score. It would just basically come down to crits or something. We got a really solid score with that team, so I'm happy we were able to do that on the first run. So far, I mean, it looks like we're having decent RNG, right? But now the problem is he turns into the cat and he's gonna permanently be in the cat form. And this is why people do not like the Harak team. Because you look at this and you're like, what is so special about this team? How is this team competing for the top ranks? Getting like just under 34 billion damage. Is because with the perfect RNG, this team goes insane. So I think I'm going to have to do a couple of skip runs until we get like a good RNG run. And then I can show it to you on a replay if we do manage to get it. Okay, 36 billion, not bad. But yeah, this Harak always has a bit of RNG, but especially in this boss, you need to have enough surviving allies at the end that Harak is not permanently in the cat form. Otherwise, he's not going to get his value off, right? And so this Harak team is really kind of annoying a lot of people, like you can see it right here. And so some people are just going for the Twins comp, and honestly, that Twins team is really good. Getting 38.4 billion damage is really awesome, but like I think there's just not really potential or room to improve that any further. And so with all the remainder of the attempts, if you have Harak built, you should be going and looking for this top scoring Harak team. But it isn't looking too good so far. We've done 4 runs, and we haven't even broken 37 billion damage, which is not good, right? And yeah, it's looking difficult. Like honestly, if I would have just seen this team without seeing the scores people have posted, I would just say it's not even worth it for you to really be running this team. But let's see what happens. Guys, I'm just going to try swapping the position of the Twins for like 1 run, having Elijah in the back, Lila in the front. One person said it seemed like the score ended up to be a little bit like more consistent, yeah, when you swap the position, but I don't think you have that potential for the actual maximum score. Yeah, so I've done a lot of runs right now. I've done probably like almost 10 runs of this team, and we haven't gotten anywhere close to that maximum perfect score. And so it doesn't look, honestly speaking, I can't really recommend this team. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like a lottery team, basically. The chances of it working are so low, and it just isn't really worth it. So I don't know. For right now, I'm just going to say the 38.4 billion that we got with the no Harak team is going to be the overall best team for right now. I'm not going to use any more attacks, because the problem is if I do, and there's another team that comes out, I might want to make an updated video about that. Like maybe a more optimized formation of Harak. But basically, that Harak team, if you want to take your chances, has the potential of getting even up to 39.5 billion damage. However, this team got, for even our account on our first run, 38.4 billion damage, which is an amazing score. Like, That should definitely get you a top ranking position, and so I would consider this one to be around about the best option that you can run. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Good luck getting a top score in Illucia today, and if you guys want to chat with me more, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll hopefully see you in the next one, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.